this is video 5. The way I do my videos, I'm not one that is teaching people all the time. I'm also showing you around the garden. Just relax really, and I will show you things that you could learn from. For instance, today I'll probably show you how to grow an avocado. Quite easy really, but I'll show you what I do, see what you think of it. In the meantime, I'll carry on with my gardening. Well, that doesn't look well at all. To tell you the truth, I had some fleece and I forgot to cover it up because it's one of those tender palms, but I've got a feeling it's still going to grow, so we'll see what happens. And it looks like these busy lizzies, beautiful busy lizzies, these looks like they may have survived. Starting to see slight growths in them, so what I'm going to do, a couple of weeks maybe, I'm going to cut them back, make this look like a bush actually, right, and grow some new ones from the cuttings. That I bought off the market, still not sure what it is. I don't know if it's bird of paradise. No doubt I'll find out at some point. I think that might need a bit of repotting or a bit of energy. We'll see what happens with that one. And the ferns I'm not ready to do yet, so but they're all doing pretty well really. Thought I'd come outside because it's going to rain in a couple of hours, pretty heavy apparently. Worse over on the west coast, but it always rains slightly less over here. But it's blinking cold, I tell you. And all these bonsais will get a nice good soaking. I think what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to start clearing, or cleaning up should I say, all my ferns, all the dead stuff and that. I think I'll start that, yeah. Well, that's all tidied up now. Just a couple of fern fronds down there I left on. All new fronds will come. They look good. Give it a damn good watering. And my skull's head there. That one. Fell into the water and I had to go and get it out, and the water was freezing. Tidy up this area tomorrow or whatever day it's not raining too hard, and I'll do that area. Small area a day, and believe it or not, in a week you've done all your areas. This area isn't too bad because I've move stuff over the winter, you know. A lot of stuff you can cut down in winter as well. I'll revamp that chimney. There is ferns in it. Yep. I just well, there seems to be enough soil in there and that. See, ferns, they don't like too much fertiliser or anything like that because they just don't. The buds are coming out now, look. As you can see, there you go. That's on my special tree, that. Beautiful. I think that's about it today out here. All the trees have got buds on, very tiny like. Won't be too long before they're all coming out, which will be great. These will come out beautiful soon. Can't remember the colours of them now. I know one of them were beautiful. I think it needs a watering actually. It's looking a bit poorly. Right, that's what I'll do then. Just had to turn that round. Very lopsided it was. So the wind's coming in that direction. Let's hope it grows that way because the sun comes round that area late in the afternoon. So that's probably why it's gone a bit lopsided. I'll give it a good watering now because when it rains heavy you think to yourself, well, why would you water them? The reason is because with them being waxy leaves, the rain just bounces off the leaves, doesn't really get down to the base. Well, when they're in the wild, they've got plenty of root and they can go looking for it. When they're in a pot, they're very restricted. So the best thing to do is keep them well watered. I don't water them much in winter, there's no point, they're not really growing. So anyway, it's time to start watering now because they are starting to grow. Well, look what Billy's found me. 2 bonsai pots, terracottas, and apparently she's got another one yet because she's having a bit of a revamp as well. And this here, what had cider in, I use that for putting white spirit in when I've used it. And after a period of time, not that long really, all the paint or whatever you take off drops to the bottom and you've still got nice white spirit. So it's pretty good really. Don't know where she's got another pot. Got another pot somewhere. I'll leave it to her. Right, I'm going to go inside now and I'm going to show you how I grow avocados from start to finish and see what you think. It's not hard, so anybody can try it, so it's up to you. Hi, what I'm going to show you now is how I prepare an avocado. Rather than waste the seed, why not grow one? First you get the avocado, and what I do, I don't cut it lengthways, I cut it that way. The reason is the avocado has like cracks on them and you don't want to be damaging them. And it has 2 ends obviously, one slightly pointed and one slightly inwards. So I'll show you what I do. It's not hard to do. There you go. And if you get a sharp knife, it scores a little bit, which when you put it into water to soak the seed, it helps to, you know, break through. So there's the seed, as you can see. Look at that, isn't it a beauty? Right, so you take the seed out when you can. There you go. Now you've got 2 avocados there to eat, which are very good for you, by the way. I'll give it a wash now. Right, then what you do, you get just a piece of this, put it in there like that, and wet it, and then you put it in to a plastic bag like that and then seal it. But before I do that, I'll show you what I do. Once you, I shouldn't have done that, sorry, I made a mistake. Here it is. I nearly forgot. Before you do that, you've got to put it into water, perhaps warm water, tepid water, for about 24 hours. And then You get the one out that's been in 24 hours and you can peel the skin off quite easy. I've peeled some of the skin off already, but you don't have to get it all off. You can get just some of it off. Just depends on how you want it. Anyway, I'll show you what I should do now, as I did before. You wrap the one that's been in 24 hours and peeled into a piece of kitchen roll. And then you put that into the bag. And lucky, I've seen two, not sure where, I've seen two where they've already got growth on them. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's one. That's one. Is that one? I think this is one. Yeah, this is one. So look what we've got here now. Can you see? Don't know why it's grown there, but there you go. Can you see where it's split? Well, when it splits like that, that's because I was telling you before, they have a split in them, and you don't really want to go that way. Anyway, that root should be going downwards really, because there's the female bottom, and the top is pointed. So once you've done that, you take it out, and all you do is you put it into a pot like that, as you can see, like that. And hopefully that root should turn round and go down, and then you'll get a shoot that comes up at the top, which isn't quite showing yet. Oh yeah, it is. You can't see inside, but inside there's a little pink shoot ready to come up, and that's all you've got to do. So I've prepared two pots because I saw two earlier on, and this is another one. Right, now then, this root, if you can see, has come out in the right place this time. So you just put it in like that, press it down. You can give it a little bit of water if you want, but it's already damp this soil, but I might give it a little bit. And that's it. That's all you've got to do. And as for the ones in the bag, as you can see now, all you do, seal it up. I squeeze all the air out as well. And you put it into a dark, warm cupboard for weeks. And every couple of weeks, just check if there's any growth. And as soon as you see the growth, then you can just pot them up. And that, right, is how you do it. It's as simple as that. Now I've shown you that, I'm now going to show you what the outcome is of these shoots. And if you see now, there's one. Let's shift that plant. Look, there's one. Look how tall it is. Right, now I've got them all growing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I think that's it. The other seeds are from other parts. I've got a mango over there, but that doesn't seem to have taken. Doesn't always take, but I have got a mango in my lemonry that has taken, and it's fantastic. So I've got to find space for these two pots now. They'll be going outside soon because they're quite hardy really, but they can't take the frost too cold obviously because they are tropical. So that's how you do it. It's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do now is put that in the cupboard. Job done. That's how to grow an avocado. Easy way. Try it yourselves. You know, you've got nothing to lose. It's better than throwing the seed away. Plus you're getting healthy as well, because avocado is very good for cholesterol. And I eat loads of them. Mind you, some people just don't like them. I do. See you later. Right, what I wanted to show you next is when an avocado gets too big, you want it to grow a bit bushy. Obviously, it's never going to do that because they like to go up and up and up. So I'm going to show you now. There's an area on the avocado where there's a kind of a split, and I think it's round about there. wonder if you can see it really. Yeah, can you see the mark? Well, you just cut that and that's it. I'll now throw that away, this bit, no good, and then just leave it. And it takes a long time for it to sprout back out, but it will do because I've done it up in the lemonry. Well, another day, and it looks like a nice day today. Sun's out and in. Be back out again in a minute, but it's been sunny quite a few times. Billy's been very busy. She's tidied up a lot. Anyway, I'll show you what she's done. Oh, look at the size of these angels' trumpets. I'm going to keep my eye on them. I might have to stake them, you know, because they are getting a bit big. Can you believe I grew them from seed? Fantastic. We'll see what they do this year. There's a tree fern. Went to the garden centre before. I could not believe the prices of stuff. It was ridiculous. Half price stuff. I wouldn't even pay the half price stuff. It's brand new. It was so ridiculous. Absolutely scandalous. I just can't believe that they can charge so much for crap. There was a pot there. I'm not joking. It was about, let's see, about so high, let's say just under 3 foot high. I'd say about 15 inches diameter. With a bit of a pattern on. It looked as grotty as hell as though it'd been outside forever. And they wanted it for half price, 60 quid. It wasn't even worth 30 quid new. It wasn't even pot, it was just a resin. It was a load of crap. Can't believe it. Don't know why people would even think of buying it. God, dear me. Man, that's my opinion. And we buy quite a lot from garden centres, but I tell you what, I couldn't believe the prices when I went in this time. Ridiculous. Anyway, got to water my tree fern. Oh, and I'll show you something if I can find it. There you go. See that? Imagine half that size in the garden centre. Believe it or not, that is a Tetrapanax Empress, that one. But they had Tetrapanax Rex, T-Rex, which is not as good as the Empress, and they wanted 20 quid. But they dropped it to 10 quid. But it was half that size. Half. Absolute joke. And I've got a big one somewhere. And when I find it, I think I'll sell that. Because got enough in my garden. Don't want too many. Oh, here it is. Look at this. I'm going to be putting that up. I'll be selling that to somebody. Yep, definitely. Well, according to their pricing, if you was buying that in there, that'd be at least 40 quid. I'll probably sell it for about 20, 25. Somebody will get a bargain. This, believe it or not, is a tomato tree. And we have to cut it right back every year because it grows at such a rapid pace. And if we didn't cut it back, it'd take over. And I'm not joking, it'll hit that ceiling very quickly and it spreads all around it. It's that fast a grower. But it's a smart plant. Put grease on it there. Well, Vaseline. That's to stop all the insects going up. Yeah. Anyway, she's done a very good tidying job. A lot of this lot will go outside soon. Now then, I've got 3 more tree ferns here. Well, definitely 2. Oh, I haven't got the third one now. Oh yeah, I think, oh no, there it is, it's small there, yeah. There is 3 in there, but they're only small. Tom given me them about 2 or 3 years ago. But again, they're a very slow grower. Very slow. This was on top of there, but it wasn't doing very well, so I put it down there, being small. I am going to get another at some stage, maybe next year, I don't know. They're a pain really. Right, got to decide on an area to tidy up. And I think I'll make this an area to tidy up. Or do I make this area? Yeah, I'll do this area first, this little area. Fern there wants sorting out. There you go, fern. Yeah. I'm going to sort out them. I'm going to put it on a time lapse and get on with it. Well, strong winds have blown that over. I turned it round yesterday, do you remember? Well, anyway, got to sort that out now. Oh dear. I think I'm going to have to repot that. I think I will decide on what to use though. See, because I really wanted all blue pots here. Let's have a look. Got some nice big coloured pots here with a bit of blue. So have a look at this one. Well, that's kibosh that idea. It's starting to rain, so better shut the door. I'm sitting here a minute, I think. Oh yeah. Make room. I'll sit down and have a look on the internet. Well, that's put the kibosh on things. It's going to soak everything now. Absolutely pouring down. Beautiful British weather. Well, that rain set me back a bit. Anyway, I've just gone and found me ericaceous compost. The perfect stuff for rhododendrons. Everything's a bit wet now. Oh. Well, managed to do that. Well, what a blinking mess that was. Do you know, when rain comes down, you know, I have to make everything a mess. Anyway, I've repotted it. I'll show you. I've also had to lift it up at the back. It'll sink again, but probably sink level now. But I had to do something. It was leaning right back. Yeah, looks alright that, doesn't it? Especially in the sunshine. Going to find some plants to put on here now. That'll get some out of the way. But because some of them haven't come out yet, I'm just going to have to be patient and put what I can on for now. Probably swap them around later. Right, I've just pulled the bonsai out. What you've got to do with bonsais, for instance, you don't want branches like this one here crossing So that one has to come out, and then you look for any rubbish ones, dead, you know, dead ones, and that you get a few every year really. I can't really cut any more of that at the moment. You just got to see what happens when everything comes out. As you can see, the buds are coming out, so later on I will show you what I do. Right, I'm going to clear everything under here now. Well, when I say clear, I mean just get them out so that the water can get to them. This is a privet. We'll see how that gets on. Should be alright. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's alright. I knew privets don't usually all die over the winter, but we'll see. Let's see what this one says. Oh yeah, oh that's a lovely one. Coming out nice, that. Look. Yeah. Got another one yet. See, look at that. I get lovely moss on them. What happens? The blackbirds ruin them every single time. Is there any buds on that? Yeah, I think there is. Right, they're all out now in the rain. I'll leave them for now. What I'm going to do next, take my compost and start sticking all this in. Well, as much as I can. Which it sinks down very quickly. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all that stuff in like I said before. So I'll put it into hyperlapse. Well, that's that for today. What'll happen, that compost in a couple of days will have dropped again, and I put some more stuff in. I just keep putting it in. Eventually a lot of it disappears, believe it or not. Anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm doing in here, out here. I made this tubular bell wind chime, and I'll just get it up there and show you. There it is. Just got to straighten it out a bit now. So, right, straightened it, just needs a bit of a wipe down. Do you know what I made that out of? I made them out of bay poles on bay windows. Because at one time they used to have a rounded plastic pole, and inside for strength they used to put aluminium, and these were always the waste bits, and they used to throw them away. And I thought I could make something out of them, so I made one of these. And then later on I had the idea of a clothesline pole, and I made one out of that as well. I'll show you that as well. This is the one I made out of the clothesline pole. I put that there instead. And this is the big one I made out of the bay poles that time. Just needs a wipe. They're up and running. And when it's very windy, I have to take the clapper off. Otherwise, makes a right racket. Don't want that. Neighbours won't like that. I've put a few of my bonsais out. I haven't a clue how they're going to look yet. Just got to wait. But the more I shift, the better. Well, open the summer house now for a bit of air. As soon as the frosts have gone, that's going to be repotted, I think. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is go down to the garage and sort out on them super duper busy lizzies. I think I might have to repot them. Make a grand area for them, because I've got loads now. And there they all are. They look like sticks at the moment, but believe me, they are nice. There you go, them are the cuttings off my busy lizards. I've done them all. Done all these. They should all come. And I'll show you the ones down here I've done. Cut a lot of that off because it was looking a bit scraggy, but they do every year. These are whoppers, these. I've had to cut them right back. They were too tall. And they haven't got the greatest roots in the world. Start of another day. These are avocados there. If you can see it, that I did earlier. In other words, 2 years ago. And these I did last year, and they're growing alright now. Just got to cut them back a bit. Got to start watering these now, I think, because I don't think it's going to get cold enough, so I need to start watering. Right, I'm going to do that after. What I'm going to do now is take photos of all the plants coming back out of the lemonry and going down to the carport. And here's 2 ferns. They're going back. Asparagus fern. Nearly forgot what it was. Grew this from a seed. Let's see how it goes on. Last year I kept all my orchids inside and they did amazing. But this time I thought I'd bring them in here to the lemonry. 10 degrees or more. And it's obvious they didn't like it. They don't look good at all. But no problem. I'll save what I can. And next year I'll put them back inside. Too early to water the cactus. I think I'll start watering them 1st of March. See how they get on. Got a lot of cactus. This has done well, but it's in its own microclimate. Yeah. Hello. What I'm going to do now, I'll show you in a sec. I'm going to do my fernery. I go from top to bottom, bit by bit, on my hands and knees, making sure I get every load of rubbish that's around and get rid of it. And then any bad leaves, I take them off, you know, crispy leaves, anything like that, and ready for the new season. And hopefully I'll have some beautiful ferns again this year. So without further ado, right, well, this is the area. These are all ferns. The maidenhair fern does very well every year. Every one of these ferns are different. I've got a palm tree there, I grew that from seed as well. Grown a few from seed. Seed from abroad, that is. See, look, every fern different. That's an asparagus type fern, like them but different, and it's a bit of a climber, rambler. No, a rambler I'd say. And some ferns are not up yet, like the Japanese painted fern. That comes up. I've got 2 Japanese painted fern, but one never seems to do very well. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. And then, if you have a look here, I think, can you see the jam jar? Well, soon, round about March, I'll start half filling that with beer before the osters come out, up the garden especially, and whatever here to get the slugs. It's an environmentally friendly way of getting rid. Well, I've finished doing that. Tidied up, watered. As you can see, it's pretty bare now, but believe it or not, you won't see any of that underneath come summer, or very little. Very little. These are pretty evergreen, really. Doing all right. In this area it's a lot more bare, as you can see. Everything should, well, I can see all the new fronds coming already actually, so it'll look pretty good when it's done, when it grows. Right, I wonder if you can see all that dead ivy. But last year I cut it so the ivy only goes to a certain height. Trouble is, now I've got to get the other ivy off, and it sticks like glue. It's really hard to get off. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do now on hyperlapse.